This nibble originally aired on RSBANDB Update, episode 811, 20 Years of Good Times. Enjoy. I want to talk a bit about our memories of 20 years. And, we're not going to go through a full list of them. I just want, if you think 20 years of RuneScape, what is the first thing that jumps to your mind? Does anybody want to go first? Or should I go first?
Go first, Shane.
Okay.
Go first.
And, this is the beginning, as I see it. As I said, I started in 2004. And this beginning actually precedes the RSBANDB forums. It precedes the RSBANDB Update podcast. It precedes everything you guys know as this community. And this, you just say memory of RuneScape. The first one that has to come up for me, and Trekkie, I think you were there for this too, is running Nature Runes with Mike, Pika, for Larry R., who at the time was below 91 rune crafting. And this was, at a point when RuneScape 2 had just come out and people were making the push for 99 rune crafting, and people would hire rune crafting runners who would run from the nature altar to the general store to unnote pure essence, and you would get paid a surplus along the way. You'd get paid enough to unnote the essence, but you'd also get paid a surplus. It was a good way of making money, and some of these runecraft runners also had rewards along the way. And I think this is probably how I first made my first million GP. It's how I got my first Amulet of Glory, and it's also how I believe we met Pika, who was the first co-host of this podcast. Trekkie, did you do that with us?
No, I don't think I did the nature running with y'all. That wasn't me.
All right.
Yeah, was not me. I didn't do nature running.
But that's how, because Pika, in addition to being the first co-host of this podcast, was our first admin on our website. Unfortunately, I've lost contact with him in the following years, but this is how the bedrock of this community was built. So you say first memory of RuneScape, that definitely comes into my mind.
You don't want to know my first memory of RuneScape?
All right, Tanis, you go first then.
So, it's kind of like, my first memory has to be just getting hooked into the game during I would Cook's Assistant. Like, that's kind of where what opens your eyes are like, I can make all of this stuff, like, and this applies to everything. But my best memory has to be like 2015 New Year's Eve, house party, dungeoneering. By the end of the night, I ended up at Agaroth, just butt naked, nothing but a weapon in my hand. Beat him too. Made it out of the fight. That was good times. Good time.
All right, Trekkie.
All right, you really want to know one of my first memories of RuneScape?
Yes.
You're gonna hate me.
All right.
My general passion of completely hating hobgoblins. I hate hobgoblins. They are the worst creature in RuneScape, and I have gone out of my way to murder them exclusively because of my hatred of them. And you want to know why?
Why?
Because the little peninsula right behind Crafting Guild?
Yeah.
And back in old school RuneScape, they more look like regular goblins instead of hobgoblins. And here I am going, I'm gonna go kill some goblins. What do I find out as a level 10? Yeah, I'm outmatched. And I died there. That was one of my first memories of RuneScape.
That's your first memory of RuneScape.
Yes, of me dying to hobgoblins. And you know what the sad part is?
What's that?
I did that twice. So first time was when I was like, I don't know, level 10 or so, and I never ventured past Falador, mostly stayed in Lumbridge and Varrock at the time, and did all the little quests there. Very rarely do I venture to Falador, and then like a couple of levels later, I'm like, ooh, hey, there's some goblins over here. Oh shoot. So I died there again.
F.
Oh no, see, here's the thing. After I leveled up, I went back there and I murdered every single one.
Good.
See, if that goblin champion of theirs was a match for me, was available at the time, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have met that creature more than once. I would have been very happy to slaughter his face and put his head on my wall in my home.
Oh, that's another memory. When Construction came out, that episode with you, me, Lance, and Pika.
Yeah. Was Pika there? I don't remember.
Or no, maybe he wasn't. It was just the three of us, I think.
No, Patrick. It was Patrick was there too.
Right.
Because we had to explain to you what I said and why everybody was cracking up and why I was so embarrassed.
Like Shane.
It had to deal with the heads on the wall, but we'll leave it at that. You can find full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. If you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, like and subscribe, or leave a comment.